Hello, my name is Joya Semuta. I'm reporting for thesecular.org. I recently wrote an article about the housing crisis in Dublin, and I had an interview with a student who shared her experience with finding an accommodation here in Dublin.
So my experience with finding an accommodation was really a struggle, where I was reaching out to different sites online, and all they ended up saying is that I need to be here in person to find an accommodation and block the space. And it sounded like a nightmare to me to leave my country and come to an unknown country and not have an accommodation or a backup to stay or live, and Ireland being very expensive, like everything, like the hotels and the housing, everything is so expensive. So it was really a struggle, and luckily I have one or two alumni friends of mine who studied in the same college, and I reached out to them to see if they could help me. And that's when they asked their landlords to just find an accommodation for me. And but again, that wasn't very easy because my friends had to deposit certain amount just to block that space, apart from my rent and the deposit that I had sent. Also, my friend had to block that particular space by paying some extra amount. I pay 550 euros, which I think is really very expensive for a student who's doing her part time to like pay such huge amounts, because that's almost half of what I earn in my part time job. And it's not just me. I share my room with another friend of mine who I met in this house, and she also pays the same amount. That's almost 550, summing up to 1100 euro. We're like 18 people living in the same house. It's an 8-bedroom house where each room has 3 to 4 people sharing, and we have common areas like the living room, the toilets, and the kitchen. So we usually schedule and make sure that each one gets their turn to use the kitchen and everything. So I feel like it's a bit of inconvenient, because with all of the hustle that you manage, job and college and everything, and again come back home, make sure that you do things within the time that has been allotted to you. So I find it very difficult and inconvenient, and also the hygiene issues, because I, as a person, would like to have everything organized and clean and neat and tidy, but then I cannot expect the same from the other person as well. Maybe he just, because people leave their unclean plates just like that and then wash it as per their convenience. And with those, I think with those things, I find it a bit hard to kind of cope with such situations. That's something to think about. What I feel is genuinely that there's rising population, like this population growing, people from different parts of the country coming to this place. All the government could do is just invest in construction and housing, so that they could give us a better social and affordable living, like invest in housing and construction.
Thank you for watching. If you want to read this article or other articles I've written, you can go to thesecular.org and type my name, Joya Semuta, and then you'll be able to read all the articles I've written so far. Thank you.